Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your girl French Vanilla here, and today we're going to be learning about bollards. Now, bollards are maybe not our most favorite thing to learn in Geoguessr, but something that's super important for upping our game, and definitely not my strongest skill set. So let's see how many bollards we can learn today, and jump right into the video. Alright, we've got one red and one. Oh, I'm not supposed to move. I did not mean to move there. We've got one red and one white dash bollard. I don't know where this one is. I'm gonna go Lithuania. Okay, we're in Hungary. So both Croatia and Hungary have like the red and one white stripe. So black and white, wedge shaped, red reflector in the front, white reflector in the back. Um, Croatian, the black part is closer to the top. Okay. So if we see red and white, it's Croatia or Hungary. This one looks like maybe double red. Can we see the other side? Uh, oh, also white. I think this might be Croatia. Okay, nice. So we learned that one because we just had it. Okay, this feels like New Zealand maybe? Or is this New Zealand? I feel like I've gotten tripped up by this before. This doesn't feel very New Zealand, and we're on the right side of the road. I think it might be Poland. Um, I did like get it wrong in a previous round, like seeing like red on one side and the red wraparound on the other, but the landscape does not very resemble New Zealand. Okay, so it is Poland. Polish bollards have a red strip that wraps around the entire bollard with a red reflector on the front, sometimes hard to see, and a white reflector on the back. They may have also numbers on them. Alright. Okay, we see a red or orange strip here, and then nothing on the other one. Is this an Australia one? I feel like white outer stripes. It would make sense. I'm going to go like Western Australia. Okay, nice. It was Australia and we were in Western, so we got the right region there. Where are the bollards? Oh, return to start. We've got this kind of like, maybe it's a more cylindrical bollard with a big red rectangle. Um, Feels like Eastern Europe. Is this like one of the Russian bollards, maybe? Okay, no. We're in Greece. Okay, so Greek bollards are wedge-shaped with almost square reflectors, being red on the front and white in the back. So Andorra bollards are similar, but the landscape is very different. If it's like a square, it's Greece or Andorra. Red is square, Greece or Andorra. Okay, 50.7k, not bad, but we're by no means an expert in bollards yet, so let's keep playing. Is that a bollard like on a stick with like a red at the top? Yellow middle. I think it's like a Toyota or something. I don't know where we are. What's the vibe of the mountain? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go Canada. I know it's probably really wrong. Oh, actually, wait, not that bad. Okay. Quebec has unique bollards that are always attached to guardrails. They are long, thin white poles with a red or green reflector at the top. Okay, so our instinct wasn't that far off there, and we actually were in Quebec, so the right region. Red and green at the top. Okay, Quebec bollards. One red stripe and one white stripe. Is this Croatia or Hungary? And I think it's Croatia between the two. Nice. Okay, we were in Croatia. I feel like we've gotten the same bollard 3 times of the past couple rounds. One white stripe and 2 dots. I feel like that's Germany, maybe in my head. Let's see if I can remember it. Okay, no. We're in Latvia. So half circle or flat curve-shaped bollards with a rectangular reflector in the front and 2 in the back are common. The reflectors can be white or orange, and sometimes these bollards have numbers on them. Estonian bollards might look similar, but they have a rounded shape and will never have numbers on them. Okay, so Latvian bollards have numbers on them, but they look similar to Estonia. So Latvia and Estonia have white with 2 yellow dots or orange dots, possibly, and numbers means we're in Latvia. We see a number on a bollard, we're in Latvia. Okay, so we see these like, is this a wedge shape with like the red? Is there a black tip on them though? I know the black tip bollards are usually, I feel like it's like Austria or Slovenia. Um, I'll go with Slovenia, although I'm not sure of this one. Okay, it was Serbia actually. So Serbian bollards might look like Austria and Slovenia bollards, but the reflector is always off center. They have a couple other designs, but the reflector is always off center. Okay, that is good to know because it's the same colors. Double yellow middle makes me think we're in like South America maybe, but what are these bollards? I don't know this one, the white stick with the 2 red rings. I'm gonna go Peru. Okay, we were in Ecuador. So Ecuador is one of the countries that uses bollards a lot. A round bollard with 2 red stripes or a flat bollard with 2 red reflectors on the back. Okay, 16.7K. Again, not bad, but let's keep going. Okay, these yellow with white I know are in Iceland, or I hope they are at least. Okay, nice. Yeah, Iceland's yellow bollards with a white reflector are unique and extremely common, found on almost every section of rural road across the country. Okay, 1 white and 2 white dots. I think this is Germany again. Nice, okay. So Germany uses the black and white bollards. The reflector with orange next to intersections. A lot of European countries have similar bollards though, so most will have different colored reflectors. Luxembourg uses almost identical, but they have 3 instead of 2. Okay, interesting. That will be a little bit difficult to remember, but we will see how we do. Policia. Are the bollards behind us? These kind of just look like wooden sticks in the ground. Are they not? I guess I don't really see. Are these supposed to be the bollards? Okay. What can we guess based on the clues we have? I'm gonna go Arge, but I'm not like confident on it. We're in Uruguay. So Uruguay, these white bollards with one side often painted yellow and stone barriers are specific to Uruguay. Okay. Okay, black tip bollard, white with, is there like a yellow stripe on the back? I think that means Switzerland or Slovenia. No, sorry, not Switzerland or Slovenia. Austria or Slovenia. I'm gonna go Slovenia. Okay. So we know that one. Cool. This is a black tip with the red off center. Where was that? Was that Serbia maybe? Okay, it was a Serbian bollard. So it does have the black top of the bollard like Austria and Slovenia, but the red is off center. So we knew where that was. 20K. Okay, we're doing really good. We're going to keep playing though, so we can get these hopefully memorized. Okay, this one I do not know. 2 white dots and a yellow. Lots of mountains or something. White and green outer lines, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I'm going to go like Turkey. Okay, this was Spain, which is one we didn't know before, so this is really good to know. Standard Spanish bollards have a yellow-orange reflector on the front and 2 white dots on the back. Sometimes the back can be blank, though. Okay. Yellow with 2 white dots, Spain. We just had this one. It's these, like, stone with a wooden... or wooden with, like, the stone bollards. I'm not sure how to exactly describe them. But yes, we're in Uruguay. Okay. We've got these like striped white and red bollards here on the side, which I think we learned is in Ecuador. Okay, nice. This one should be new, hopefully. Black tip bollard, white stripe on the back. Do we see another one? I think it's red. This feels like maybe Austria, Slovenia. Okay, we're at the very top of Slovenia. Oh, this one is new. So it's like metal with like a white diamond. Is this a trident pole? Oh, no passing zone. This is the US. Wait, where in the US is this? Because I know that no passing zone sign is only in the US. I'm gonna go Colorado. Okay, we're in Montana. So, in Montana and South Dakota, type of roadside bollard with a dark metal post and a white diamond. Okay, good to know, but these are two very big states, so it will help us to narrow it down to these two, but you could be very wrong. Like if you guessed up here and then it was down here, I guess it would get you the right region. Okay. There's like a stick on the side with like a red top. This might be the Quebec one that we learned earlier. Nice. Okay, it was the Quebec one. And we only got 3.3k there, but we were in the right region. That was the South Dakota Montana bollard that we just saw. I'll go here. Nice, okay. Okay, ooh, this one's new. Okay, so two white dots, but there's a green top, and then a yellow dash and a green top. Is this Spain ever? This might be Spain, but I didn't learn the green top. Okay, it was Spain. But it doesn't say anything on this learnable meta about a green top of the bollard. Huh. I wonder if that's region specific, maybe? Comment down below if you know what the reason for that is. Okay, so we see these wooden posts with like a white rectangle. But they seem to be like hand painted. What side of the road are we on? This is the back of the car. Are we on the left side of the road? I know we're not supposed to move, but I'm just kind of curious where SR. No, I think we're on the right side. Okay. Shoot. I don't know. I'll just go like Missouri. Okay, we're in Washington. So the state of Washington uses bollards. It consists of a white or brown post with a white rectangle on the front and two small white or silver squares on the back of the bollard. Good to know, Washington. That is a beautiful mountain. That's like the back of a water bottle kind of a mountain, you know? Okay, red stripe on a white bollard. Do we see anything else? What does the back of the bollard look like? I think this is New Zealand. That checks out, I think. Okay. Yeah, New Zealand bollard, so it has a similar like red square to like Turkey and Australia, but it has this wraparound thing in the back that I've seen in Poland before, but obviously vegetation is different in Poland and New Zealand, so we shouldn't mix those up, hopefully. Alright, we're going to play 2 more rounds just to really get some of these bollard knowledge in. Let me repeat that. We're going to play 2 more rounds of this map so we can really have some of these metas sink in, and hopefully we'll be way better at learning bollards in the future and identifying the country. I think this might be a Turkish bollard. Okay, nice. 2.6k, but we were in the right country, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Oh, these are the square ones. Where were the square things? Orange and white. I feel like this is like Arge, maybe? Okay, yeah, no, I was wrong. So these were Portuguese bollards, and they're either wedge-shaped with a noticeably thin white top or flat with a wide reflector. Okay, they're darker than the yellow reflectors in Spain. Good to know. These are some wide road lines, which makes me think like Texas or Oklahoma, or something like that. But it's a sign with like a two white squares, which makes me think Washington, but this does not scream Washington at all to me. I guess I'm gonna go Oklahoma anyway because of the yellow in the middle. Okay, it was just Washington. Um, okay, good to know that I guess the road is in all of the US. Okay. It looks like the same location that we were just in before, but this is not. So we see this silver post with like a white square or a yellow square. No, it is white. Where was that? Maybe Minnesota? Okay, this is Oregon. So this one's new. So this bollard is unique to Oregon State in the US. It's just a white rectangle on the metal post. Okay, we have like a black tip and then like a black stripe under. This feels like it could be like Ohio or something. I'll go Ohio. Okay, we're in Canada. So Alberta is a unique black and white bollard at intersections. Good to know. Okay, black and white stripe means we're in Alberta. All right, one more round of this and we'll call it a day. Red dirt. Okay, so we see the gray stripe on this white bollard and the red one on here. So I'm gonna say we're in Australia. I'm gonna guess Western. Okay, nice. 3.5K, Australia. Where are the bollards? Okay, we see a red strip on a black top. And this like pole with like a blue thing. I don't know where this is. Okay, the screen zoomed out for a second. I'm not sure of this one. I'll go Hungary. Oh, this is Italy. Okay, so Italian bollards are triangular in shape, white with a black top, and feature a red front and white rear reflector. Albania and San Marino use the same bollards. Okay. So I mean we're kind of like if we see this wedge thing with like a red and white stripe, we're in this area here. San Marino up here, Albania. Double yellow and one white. I don't know what double yellow and one white is. I'll go Switzerland, although I'm not entirely sure. Okay, it was Slovakia. So Slovakia is double yellow/orange and one white on the back. I think this is a New Zealand poll. Yeah, and that kind of checks out with what it looks like. So I'm gonna go here. Okay, it was a New Zealand bollard. One red stripe and one white stripe. Kind of wedge shaped. Shoot, where was one red and one white? Was that Croatia, Hungary? But it was closer to top, so I think it's Croatia. Okay, we were in Croatia. Cool. And we actually got really close there, 4.8K. So Croatian bollards are white with a black rectangle and a red reflector. All right. Okay, 17.9K. Not bad. Thank you so much for watching this Geoguessr bollard learning video. If you'd like this type of meta learning video, please let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla and have a great day.